What is going on out there, good people, and welcome back to LMDTNT, where I am living my dream, trading and traveling. Hope everybody out there is doing well. As for me, I'm doing pretty good today. Just sitting at the desk, about to get a very, hopefully quick recap out of the way. Have a memorial service that I need to go attend, so wanted to get this out the way before I do it. But decent day in the market today, just trading the cash account. I think I'm gonna be kind of focusing on this cash account the rest of the week. One thing though, with trying to do that, this market is insane with the range, with the ATR, and trying to trade a cash account, a small cash account, can be kind of difficult, especially with this strategy that I'm using right now. But we made money today trading it, gave back a little bit of money today trading it, but overall decent day. So we're going to go straight on over. We're going to look at stats real quick, and then we may look at a couple of trades, but I think I want to focus more so on just what the chart was doing today. So I am going to change this from today to custom range, because I did take some trades yesterday during the evening session. So usually if I do that, I just go and I tell it to look back the previous day after 5 o'clock, anytime after 5, because there will be no trades from 5 o'clock to 6 o'clock. So we'll just click go, take a peek, see what we did. So we're going back and we're going to be looking at trades primarily for the trading session of 11/19. We made $446. I was on 19 trades. I'm not sure I actually took that many trades. We gave back $131. That was on 5 trades. That had us trading at just about 80%. So not bad at all. After commissions and fees, we made $265. So pretty decent day overall. Like I said, this started off as a fairly small account. Based on the gains, I went back and I looked at my overall stats. Been trading this account now 23 days, and we've grown it by 90%. So not bad at all. When you look at those numbers, you do notice today I did make a little bit more money. That's because I did go in and I played with the risk factors for this account, opened up the daily loss limit a little bit more, and this account had been set to only take 2 contracts. I did open that up a little bit more as well today. So kind of stepped on the gas a little bit, and we made a little bit more than we usually make. Let's go ahead. Let's jump on over to the main layout where we have our chart layout. And you notice yesterday I had a tick chart up here when I did my recap. I'm not going to be using no tick chart, y'all. I used to trade with a tick chart back in the day, and I wanted to look at just some data to see if using that tick chart during the market session would kind of lower the risk factors down. And it did, but it just was so fast moving that it'll put you in a trade, and if you're not getting out like quick, it'll take out one of these levels. So I was like, nah, I'll just put a 5-minute here. You do notice market is closed right now, but this 5-minute gave a play $332 risk. $332 risk. It almost hit target though. It almost hit target. And at the same time though, on the 1-minute chart, if you go over and look at 1620, which would have been 420 market time, it's Wednesday. Nvidia had their earnings today. I'm assuming that that's what this was, but we get a play triggered in $132 risk, and it makes $132 in 1 minute, and then just continues to rip all the way up to previous day's highs. And that's where it kind of just chopped around and closed it. But I'm gonna blow up this chart real quick. Like I said, I don't even really think I want to focus on trades that I took so much over the actual, just the range of the market right now, y'all. I'm not sure. Are y'all seeing that? If you day trading, like your stops are being quite a bit bigger. I'm gonna go in. This would have been like the first move of the morning. I don't trade Wednesday mornings until after, usually around 11 or 12, just because of an obligation that I have working at a hotel. I retired, but it seemed like I work more now retired than I did when I was actually working. But nowadays it's for benefits more so than the actual funds. But look at that, y'all. This trade here had $180 worth of risk. Clean trade, price is over the green line, breaks a supply, stop is going to be the nearest demand. And this thing gets you $180 on one contract. You take two contracts, that's $360 in about 10 minutes. But that range is just so big. Then you notice no more demands come in. Only real kind of plays. I was talking to Spark in the chat just a minute ago. Only type of real trades that I would have been able to take were fib level holds. And those, the range wouldn't have been that bad on. So let's say this breaks this fib level, takes out this supply. You could just put the stop like right down below that fib level. 61 points. Comes up, breaks over this fib level. Same thing. Come in, break, it holds the fib level. You just kind of give it that candle. That's 54 points worth of risk. That's tolerable. I don't want my risk to be more than about $50 a trade in this small cash account. Then we get up here to previous day's highs. This is where the market closed at. Not going to take anything around here. I need to see a break and a hold and a go. So that's the end. Really, one actual S&D trade, two fib level holds, and then this kind of rolls over. Same thing, you take fib level holds coming back down, but notice there's no demands that can be broken. No demands came in at all. And then you do see that I did started trading right around 11:15. Took a trade here on this demand break. Look at that, y'all. $146 worth of risk. I'm not risking all of that. As soon as I got in, I'm just kind of trailing that. So this came, took one contract here. When this came back up, I took another contract. So this one here made money. This one here lost money. That was one of the trades that you'll see that was a red trade. It did eventually go, and it never came back up and took out my stop. And it did eventually hit that target. This would have been a long hold. I was messing with the chart, trying to do something with that tick chart, and it put me in a long, and I got in and out immediately. Had I not, boom, that would have took me out. Took another short on this break right here. Came down again. Let's see what the risk is on that trade. So I'm gonna bring that over to right there. That's the entry. That's the stop. We'll just drag that over. That was risking $131. I am not going to put that kind of money on this little small cash account. As soon as it got green, I got in because I'm playing the move to go. And I shouldn't be saying that, because if this doesn't go and it goes against me, I am going to stop out. So I am putting that risk on. But this does eventually hit target. But again, I'm just trying to get a quick move. That went from like, call it 700 down to 680. That's like 20 points. Two contracts, that's $80 in that little move right there. But I didn't catch all of it because I started kind of trailing out. Price comes up, comes back down. You see, I take another entry on that break right there. Let's go ahead. Let's move this over to, let's move this down to that entry. And we'll move this over to where that stop would have been at. $135 worth of risk. No. I jump in. I get a little pop down, immediately taking that stop to break even. Let's look at this one. Because what we're trying to do is see if these things are stopping out or working. Notice that supply never gets taken out. It puts me through some drawdown. And boom, makes another good move. I did catch, this was a good move though. Let's look at that one. 697, 697, 698 entry. So almost the same entry that was over there. And I get out of this one down at 668. So it's almost a 30-point move on 2 contracts. 30 points, $60 a contract. It's like $120 move right there. So yeah, pretty good trading overall. It's just the market has so much range in it. It's crazy. Let's slide on over here real quick. I want to look at that like 4 o'clock session real quick, and then I'm gonna get out of here. Look at these moves, y'all. Good supply breaks. But that range is just crazy. Let me look at this range, and then I'm gonna wrap this up because I do need to make one stop before I get where I gotta go to. $80 risk on that trade. $80 risk. But they working. They're working. They are working. This demand gets taken out before it takes out a supply. This demand takes out that supply. Now that one, you're probably not gonna hit target on. So if you're trying to get 1R out of that trade, oh no, what am I talking about? What am I talking about? I'm talking down on my edge. Can't be doing that, y'all. This is a trade that I like. $42 risk. Notice I enter here. This goes make a decent move. That's all I should be able to expect is that until it breaks. This comes all the way back down, but it does not stop out. Because you see that this demand line continues on. And then this goes up and that makes the move. And continues to make the move. So pretty good plays overall. It's just the range of this market right now. It's crazy. It's crazy. On that note, let me straighten up my bow tie. On that note, thanks for checking me out. If you hadn't hit that like button, please do so. If you're not subscribed, please think about subscribing. And as always, we can continue the conversation in the comments. I am about to slide up out of here. Not going to even have time to get a thumbnail done, but I will go ahead and let this start uploading. So I'm up out of here. Peace.